So friends, welcome to Mafia Teddy channel. Today we're diving into a short explanation of Salaar part 1. So without wasting any time, let's begin with a mysterious city called Khansaar. Khansaar was technically a part of India, but very few people even knew it existed. Nearly 1,000 years ago, several dangerous tribes of bandits lived deep inside a forest. These bandits were divided into 3 tribes: Mannar, Shoryanga and Ghaniar. Together, they built such a powerful fortress that even the British couldn't rule over it. After independence, when the Indian government tried to include Khansaar on the map, Shiv Mannar went to Delhi, and he literally erased Khansaar from the map of India. He even refused to accept the Indian constitution. Indian law had no authority over Khansaar, but their terror was spread across the entire nation. Earlier, they looted everywhere, but later they began taking commissions from illegal businesses, and that made them incredibly powerful and wealthy. But the growing wealth started worrying Shiv Mannar. He feared a civil war might break out among the tribes, so he created a system for Khansaar and wrote his own rule book. He divided the city into 101 parts and appointed a leader for each. At the bottom were Kapar, above them was Sardar, and at the top was the Karta, the king. And at that time, the king was Shiv Mannar. In 1985, Shiv Mannar passed away. Now it was the Shoryanga tribe's turn to claim the throne. But Shiv Mannar's son, Raj Mannar, wasn't ready to give up the throne. He didn't want to let go of his father's legacy. So with the help of his army, he wiped out the Shoryanga tribe overnight and crowned himself the Karta of Khansaar. Now only 2 tribes remained, Mannar and Ghaniar. Meanwhile, tensions were rising within Raj Mannar's own family. He had 2 wives. His first wife had 2 children, Rudra and Radharama. They were given immense respect. But the children of his second wife, Varda, and his brother didn't receive the same respect. Rudra and Radha hated Varda. Yet Varda was given equal rank and made a Sardar too. Varda had a closest friend, Deva Rathraisar. Deva belonged to the Shoryanga tribe and was fearless and fiercely loyal. He could risk his life for Varda without hesitation. Varda called him his Salaar, his most trusted commander. But when Raj Mannar teamed up with the Ghaniars to eliminate the remaining Shoryangas, Varda decided to save his friend. The Ghaniar men stormed Deva's house to kill him and his mother. That's when Varda arrived. To save Deva's family, he removed his Sardar insignia and handed it over to a Ghaniar man. But this truth was hidden from Raj Mannar. After that, Varda secretly sent Deva and his mother away from Khansaar. Before leaving, Deva made a promise. Whenever Varda calls him, he will return no matter what. After that, Deva moved to Gujarat with his mother. And back in Khansaar, Varda was demoted from Sardar to Kapar. His respect and wealth shrink drastically, and his own father throws him out of the house. Just like that, 25 years pass, and in 2010, rebellion begins to rise in Khansaar for the very first time. One day, Raj Mannar receives shocking news: someone has secretly purchased a massive stock of weapons in Khansaar. In reality, his son-in-law Bharwa suggests that Varda should be forgiven and reinstated as a Sardar. Raj Mannar agrees to the idea. He demands the Sardar position back from a man named Ranga. Ranga was the son of the Ghaniar man to whom Varda had handed over his insignia 25 years ago. That's exactly why Raj Mannar asks him to return the position. But Ranga is furious. The moment Raj Mannar leaves Khansaar, Ranga swears to kill Varda, because Khansaar's laws clearly stated anyone can seize another's position by proving their strength. Rudra, who already hated his stepbrother Varda, joins hands with Ranga. One night, they march with their army and brutally kill several of Varda's men. Just as they are about to kill Varda, a message arrives from the royal palace. The summons was sent by Radha. Even though she hated Varda too, she chose to honor her father's wish. And she saves his life. Since Raj Mannar wanted to lift the ceasefire, he proposes a voting session. The voting is scheduled for 9 days later. Most people were convinced the ceasefire would be removed. So everyone begins secretly building their own armies. Varda's team was small, and his life was at the greatest risk. He didn't even have the money to raise an army, so he decides to bring back his Salaar Devara, because Deva alone was equal to an entire army. Taking Bilal with him, Varda goes to Gujarat and brings Deva back. Back in Khansaar, Deva burns with rage after witnessing Varda's humiliation and the cruelty around him. One day, he clashes with Vishnu, a Sardar's son who abused women. Alone, Deva slaughters Vishnu and all his men. Vishnu's father Narang is enraged. Deva and Varda are brought before the court. When Narang dares to touch Varda, Deva kills him in front of everyone. Both of them are imprisoned. Only one day remained for the voting. Radha visits the prison and asks Varda to vote in favor of the ceasefire. On voting day, most people vote against the ceasefire. Suddenly, Raj Mannar appears there. When Radha realizes Varda voted against her decision, she orders his execution in fury. Ranga seizes the moment, captures Varda, and unleashes savage madmen on him. Varda fights back fiercely. Meanwhile, Deva wipes out Radha's men. Then he rushes to help Varda. Together, they kill the madman and Ranga. After that, Varda declares he doesn't want to be just a Sardar anymore. He wants to rule all of Khansaar. And Deva agrees to fulfill his friend's ambition. On the other side, Raj Manar discovers the Ganya tribe purchased the weapons. They were preparing to seize Khansaar. Among the conspirators was his own son Rudra, and his biggest enemy was his son-in-law Bharwa. Bharwa actually belonged to the Shoryanga tribe. He learns that 25 years ago, the Shoryanga children were secretly saved through an underground tunnel. Those children had grown up preparing for revenge. Their new leader was Bharwa. Living inside the palace, he was turning everyone against each other. He wanted Raj Manar to be burned alive along with his throne. And he wanted the complete annihilation of the Manar tribe. But there was one Shoryanga who did not stand with them, and that was Deva Rathraizar. Deva was actually the son of the Shoryanga leader who was supposed to become the king of Khansaar 25 years ago. But Raj Manar had him killed. By that right, the true claim to the throne belonged to Deva. Friends, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit the like button. And despite everything, he was standing beside Raj Manar's own son, Varda. All of this was happening in the year 2010. What happened next is not shown in the film. We only learn that later on, Varda becomes the king of Khansaar. But for some reason, hostility grows between Deva and Varda. Because of that, Deva starts running and hiding with his mother. Now Radha Rama too had begun to hate Deva and wanted him dead. Then the story jumps 7 years ahead to 2017. There we see a powerful businessman named Krishna Kant, who once worked for the king of Khansaar, now being hunted by Radha. Because 7 years ago, he had betrayed Khansaar to save Deva. That's why he had been living in America to protect his life. But one day, his daughter Adhya secretly comes to India. Radha Rama's men kidnap Adhya to settle old scores. To save his daughter, Krishna Kant seeks help from Varda's former ally Bilal, who, like Deva, was no longer with Varda. Bilal rescues Adhya and takes her to a village in Assam called Tinsukia, where Deva and his mother were living in hiding. Since Krishna Kant once helped Deva, he agrees to shelter Adhya. But Radha's men soon discover that Adhya is in Tinsukia. Several goons storm the village and capture Adhya. Deva doesn't intervene because his mother had made him swear not to raise his hand against anyone. But then his mother herself tells him to save Adhya. इसके बाद देवा और उसकी माँ गांव छोड़कर भागने लगते हैं. After that, Deva and his mother decide to flee the village, because word had already spread that Deva was in Tinsukia. Meanwhile, Bilal tries to escape with Adhya, but Radha's men capture them again. They are placed inside a vehicle marked with a royal seal and taken toward Khansaar. Once that seal was placed, no one dared to stop that vehicle. That seal was actually a replica of the tattoo on Deva's hand. 7 years earlier, when Deva crowned Varda king, he had declared his tattoo as the symbol of Varda's authority. And he made a rule: anyone who stops that seal will be killed. Since then, Varda had been using that seal to run his illegal empire. When Deva sees Adhya and Bilal being taken away in that sealed vehicle, he blocks the road and kills everyone in his path. Then he sends Adhya away with Bilal to a safe place.
On the way, Bilal tells Adhya the entire story of Khansaar.
On the other side, Radha Rama was pleased. Her plan had worked. She wanted revenge against both Deva and Varda. But fighting them directly was impossible, so she chose to turn them against each other. When Krishna Kant's daughter came to India, Radha deliberately placed her inside Varda's sealed vehicle, because she knew Deva would definitely come to save her. And when Deva stopped that sealed vehicle, he landed directly in Varda's line of fire, because it was Deva's own rule, and there was already enmity between them. So Varda prepares himself to eliminate Deva. So friends, this was the full story of Salaar Part 1 Ceasefire. The rest of the story will unfold in the second part of the film. If you liked this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more such interesting explanations. See you next time friends, with another exciting movie breakdown.